green building is not just about installing solar panels, putting green plants on the roof or walls of the buildings, but it is a practice of creating more resource-efficient models of construction. The foundation of a green building starts with initial design. Effects of features like window-to-wall ratio, story height, thickness of walls, sunshades, roof, insulation, ventilation, surrounding landscape and trees all are taken into consideration to provide good quality of life for the occupants.
So when we start working with our consultant architects, MEP engineers, structural engineers, we ensure that the focus becomes at the very beginning when we start putting the buildings on the putting with our sketches in terms of the sites and all those things. We orient the building in such a way that they get the maximum of the natural sunlight. We ensure that the distance between the buildings is sufficient so that the natural light and the cross ventilation happens.
With the initial design in compliance with the local climatic conditions, green buildings have a better chance to withstand natural disasters or extreme climatic conditions.
You design your building properly, using the local climatic conditions, the building in which a building which is located, say, in the coastal areas and versus a building which is located in the interiors in Rajasthan. Say in hot and dry, their requirements will be completely different, right? In a coastal area, you would probably want some of your cross ventilation to take place so that the breeze comes in and ventilates your building, so that those requirements will be different. So taking the microclimatic conditions of the place where the building is located, your designs are going to be different. It's very important to keep that in mind and design accordingly.
Second very important thing is you have to be very careful about choosing the materials that you are going to use. Can you make those local materials available? And why local materials? Because first is those they are kind of more durable, those they are more responsive to the local climate. And secondly, if they are locally available, indirectly or passively, that even you reduce the load on the transportation and the logistics, which is again one kind of a link in terms of sustainable development. So that much of the carbon is generated less.
Green buildings utilize materials that are non-toxic, locally available, compatible with climatic needs, and recyclable like bamboo, wood, recycled plastic, grass crate, limestone, agro-industrial waste, pine fiber, sisal fiber, rice husk, jute husks, kota stones, fiberglass, and much more.
Green technologies have to satisfy the criteria. It has to minimize deterioration of the environment. It has to lower the greenhouse gas emissions. And if we can bring down these emissions to nearly zero level, it will be a win-win situation. There is research going on that researchers are going to come out with low carbon cement, where the target is to bring down this emission level to less than 50%. At the same time, we have to save the use of natural resources and also enhance the utilization of renewable resources.